Ben, I find you here in a big box of sand doing some development works for pants. You're also in lots of photo shoots. You're in the Sundays. These are ways you fund your efforts and training to get towards the Olympics, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously we're not footballers, so, you know, these kind of things I do rely on. You know, it's great to obviously build your profile and get to do these things at the same time. But, you know, I've just started working with Ducati, the motorbike company, which is a great way because I live in central London, so it's great for me to get around from A to B. Anyone who's ever tried to get from A to B in London in a car is a nightmare. Obviously, it's a huge hobby of mine, and you know, all these kind of things. You know, it's all great. It's tough to be an athlete, but you know, we're all in the same game. So I'm not moaning. It's just something great to be able to do along the way. You know.
I mean, I know you're not moaning, and that's not the point, really, but I think the thing is that it must be frustrating, you know, somebody like you who is absolutely at the top of their sport. You know, you're looking towards the Olympics just around the corner. You know, there's a great chance you're going to get a medal in that. It must be frustrating that you have to kind of scrimp to get the money to go to Ethiopia to train and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying, and I mean, it's funny because, you know, I could tomorrow, you know, stop and get a job, a normal job, where I earn good money, but unfortunately, you know, the drive and the passion that I've been doing it for 15 years is still with me. So I literally will do what I have to do and what it takes to be the best in the world. And if that means sacrificing now, then that's so be it. That's what I have to do.
Where does that drive come from?
It's a good question. Where does that drive come from? I mean, it's kind of one of those things that it's difficult to explain, you know. It'd be like you, I don't know, standing in a storm and knowing it's going to get worse. It's just one of those things that's inside you, and I think that every day I just got this kind of feeling in my stomach where I have to keep on pushing. You know, I could quite happily train on my own. Anybody who's trained on their own knows how difficult it is. For me, it's not, because, you know, underlying somewhere, there's something inside that just says, keep on going, keep pushing, you know, keep going until you can't go no more. And that's where I'm at, really, with it.
And what do you feel about the Olympics at this stage? I mean, you know, they're a way off, but they're pretty close from a preparation point of view, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, mentally, I mean, it's the key when it comes to sport. I mean, obviously, I'm sitting here, I'm lying here in a bucket of sand. But in the back of my head, you know, that the clock is ticking, and my thoughts are firmly placed on the Olympics and doing well there. I mean, at the moment, I believe that event is still fairly open. We've never really had anyone since the Cuban Javier Sotomayor dominate it. You know, we've got a Swedish lad that does well, but at the moment it is open, and it's one of the events where it is so many variables, it is quite hard to replicate it. So, I mean, on the day, there'll be 12 people, all in fantastic shape, and, you know, it will be who'll want it the most on the day. You could run it the day after, and it'd be a totally different scenario. So, you know, obviously, I aim to go there mentally strong, because physically I know I will be, because, you know, that's what I do every day. I train every day.
All the best to Ben Challenger, and we'll be following his progress. You'll be able to hear all about it as he trains for the Olympics and, of course, during the event itself on BBC Radio Leicester.